The staggering hidden costs of union-controlled construction are strangling businesses and Australia's economic prosperity. That's according to one of the country's richest men. A Sky News investigation reveals that union-enforced rules can see some workers doing exactly the same jobs being rewarded with potentially thousands of dollars in extra payments each week. Jonathan Lea has this exclusive.
Flying on the Queensland Government's much-touted Tier 1 projects is the flag of the Electrical Trades Union. This is its new and confidential enterprise agreement, detailing a hefty 7% wage increase this year and two 5% increases for the following 2 years. A weekly base salary starts at $739 for a first-year apprentice, almost $3,000 a week for a Grade 10 electrician. But as Sky News can reveal, on top of that come a bevy of allowances, adding hundreds if not thousands of dollars each week to a member's wage, starting with what's called a site allowance. The higher a project is costed, the more a worker makes. On a smaller $100 to $200 million site, it's an extra $3.50 every hour. On a major project, over $1 billion like the Gabba rebuild, and it's an extra $11 an hour for the same skills.
Rubbish. It's rubbish. You see, the government is very weak in Queensland because they need the Olympic Games and they need the infrastructure.
There's also a multi-storey rate. On a lower level, a worker gets roughly an extra $1.50 every hour, but around $4.40 at the top.
Why does that make any difference what level you're on?
Exactly. It doesn't. He works his 8 hours and goes home.
There's two combined travel allowances, $60 and $30 a day, compensating workers for inconveniences in getting to and from the site. From July, workers will also be paid $1.70 an hour for working in PPE and $100 a week if they're asked to use their mobile phone or tablet. There's extra money too for work underground. It's double pay for all work requested in the rain, stating if an employee's clothes become wet as a result of working, the employee will be allowed to go home without the loss of pay. And when the mercury tops 35 or 29 degrees with high humidity, it's deemed unsafe or unreasonable to work in Queensland's elements.
In Queensland, it gets wet part of the day, every day. When will you work?
Any of the top developers in Brisbane will tell you that high-profile sites, they will be union controlled and they will be more expensive to build, a lot more, 20 to 30%.
We tallied some of the allowances and found if the same Grade 10 electrician worked on a major project like the Cross River Rail, did 4 days underground in PPE, an hour in the rain on Friday and an hour's overtime on Saturday, his salary would jump from nearly $3,000 to almost $5,000 that week, and he wouldn't have had to pay for parking or tolls. The union refused an interview with Sky News, as did the Premier Stephen Miles. I won't apologise for expecting safe work and fair pay. It's critical that we attract and retain quality tradies. Jonathan Lea, Sky News.